So it was recently brought to my attention that the content creator Cody had finally returned back on the internet in some form or fashion and had actually addressed the allegations in some form or fashion. So I went ahead and checked it out, and it's not on his main channel. And then I went and checked the second channel, wasn't there. Turns out, I didn't even know about this. He has a third channel called Cody Trains, and if you check it out, he has some like fitness related videos, which, you know, good for him, I guess. But the issue with this is the fact that this is his third channel and it has the least amount of subscribers, around almost 300k, and this is the site, this is the page that he decided to go ahead and finally address the situation and the allegations thrown towards him, and he doesn't even really do that. So today we're here to talk about Cody Co's response to the allegations and how they're absolutely awful. So on his third channel, completely away from the avoidance of his main channel, which is his largest platform and has his main audience, and obviously what he's trying to do there is that he's trying to hide the situation entirely from them completely. And in the actual video, it's a 23.5-minute video, and the entire portion of the video basically has nothing to do with the situation revolving around Tana Mongeau, which I should explain like what the controversy even was to begin with. And it's that Tana Mongeau, when she was 17 years old, was at a party one time with a few other content creators when she was starting to really blow up on her YouTube channel, and one of the other content creators at the time who was there was Cody Co, and Cody Co was 25 years old. Needless to say, what ended up happening is that the two ended up being intimate with one another, sexually intimate with one another, and that meant that Cody Co, when he was 25 years old, had relations with a minor. So obviously, a lot of people, when they heard about that, because Tana had talked about it a couple of times over the course of like various different places, but it started to grow bigger and bigger over time the more that she started talking about it. But it didn't really come to the fruition and into the mainstream, into the public of a lot of content creators, such as myself and other commentary channels. It didn't come into fruition until D'Angelo Wallace finally made a video talking about it. And it was a really well-researched video. I ended up talking about it back in like July, so that was about like 5 to 6 months ago. Cody finally responded to it. Him responding to it, it just was bad, because you can obviously tell that he was skirting around the line. He wasn't really addressing it directly. He didn't even say what he was being called out for, or what the reason as to why he wasn't on the internet for a while was. He just completely avoids the topic completely, doesn't say sorry, doesn't do this or the other, just completely avoids it, says, oh, if you heard about me and what happened, I understand if you have differing opinions about me, and that's basically it. He doesn't really say anything about the situation entirely. He doesn't apologize. He doesn't take accountability. He doesn't acknowledge it in any sort of way. So the reason why he has it on his third channel of almost 300k right now, it's at like 270k subscribers. So not a lot of his audience is going to be seeing this. A lot of his audience are just gonna not see it completely in any way whatsoever, because his main channel is his largest channel, his largest social media platform, and he doesn't actually directly address it because he specifically really doesn't want them to know what the actual allegations were to begin with. So his apology, him addressing it, just everything about it just was awful. It was just a bad way of going about it. If he really truly wanted to address it, he should have just come out with a new video on his main channel, on his main platform, and talked about what happened, give more context, and take accountability for what he did and apologize for it. If he had just done that and be a goddamn man and understand the position that he's in and what he needed to do, it wouldn't even really be that big of a deal. But he didn't want to do that for some stupid reason, and that's why today I want to go ahead and just say that this was a really scummy thing to do from Cody Co. This was an awful decision to make. I understand that he still wanted to address it in some form or fashion, but you can tell that he's very, very, very trying hard to hide this completely. He just doesn't want anyone to know about it, specifically his audience. And we've seen content creators try to do this before in the past. I think I'm trying to remember who else has done this before, but we've seen this happen before from other content creators before in the past, and it's just not a good look. It really just isn't a good look that you're trying to hide it, because if you're trying to hide it, that means that you have something to hide, which means that the allegations that were being thrown towards you are probably most likely true to begin with. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I have to say about the response from Cody Co, and that's probably all I'm going to be getting out of him from here on forward, because he's probably never going to talk about this ever again, and that's retarded. Anyways, that's pretty much it. If you liked the video, be sure to leave a like. If you want to see more, please be sure to subscribe. I want to give a shout out to the members of the channel. I really appreciate Patriot360 and Renegade Enigma for being members. Please consider joining the memberships. I would really appreciate it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You're going to be seeing this on Christmas Eve, by the way, and that just is what it is. I guess my Christmas present to you guys is more slop content, so you're welcome for that. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.